Welcome back to Kids Are Asleep Gaming. This is Dad. The kids are asleep, and now I'm having some fun playing some Madden tonight. Thanks for joining me. A couple of little housekeeping items. First and foremost, I want to apologize for my last Madden 18 expansion franchise stream here. These guys here, the Salt Lake City Flyers. As you can see, it got cut out in the fourth quarter there with about 6 minutes and 47 seconds left in the game. I've been having some silly internet issues. I don't really know what's going on. Last weekend, everything just kind of stopped working for some reason. Not really quite sure what's up with that, but I think I got it. I don't think I got it fixed. I got it fixed, but now I'm having some weird PlayStation issues with my PlayStation 4. Having some DNS errors. I don't really quite know. I've been still streaming and everything seems to be working fine. But I keep every time I try to go into a game, I get a DNS error. I'm not really quite sure what's up with that. Welcome, viewer. Appreciate you watching. We're kind of a continuation of our Salt Lake City Flyers Game 6 against the Denver Broncos. Like I was saying, we got cut off kind of in the fourth quarter there, as you can see, with 6 minutes and 47 seconds left. So ultimately we're going to continue on with this game, kind of move forward, hopefully get into a second game. At least that's kind of the hope that's what I'm hoping for this evening. So buckle up. Hope you guys enjoy it tonight. Looking to have some fun. Chat it up in the chat, please. I love feedback. I love anything that anybody can give me as it relates to ideas, thoughts, whatever we can do to have some fun. Suggestions. Again, I want to make this fun. I want to make this enjoyable. So please, let me know in the comments or in the chat how we're doing, how we're coming. And how we can make things better. I'd really appreciate it. So, without further ado, here, let's get back into this game. We're going to resume this game. Oh, I did want to quickly just kind of go over some stats, just to kind of see where this game is at this point. It's been a low-scoring game, as you can see here, with 6-0 in the fourth quarter. Not much offense really at all for either team. Only 187 yards for the Flyers at this point, 171 for the Broncos. It's been a little bit slow to get going, really. And it's been kind of tough. I decided at the start of this game that I was going to bench Geno Smith, who had been my starter for the first 5 games. And even though we were sitting at 2-5, his stats just weren't adding up. Not that I really have, a great quarterbacks anyway, but ultimately I decided to start. Brent Hundley, who started out the game okay. He was 11 for 17, keeping it simple, keeping it smart, not making any bad passes, but ultimately he got hurt. He really wasn't doing great as it relates to, percentage-wise. But again, he wasn't making any mistakes, which is kind of Geno Smith's downfall. It seemed like he was throwing a lot of interceptions. So he got hurt, and ultimately I decided, instead of going back to Geno Smith, I decided at this point in this series, if you will, to go with Darrell Williams, who is a rookie, who I drafted, I believe, in the 4th round. He still kind of fits the skill set, kind of a West Coast quarterback. Fast and can run the ball, which is kind of what I want, again, because again, we're looking for speed guys. So I think that's what makes what made the most sense at this point. He's got quick development. He's only a 70 overall now, but I kind of want to see what he can do, and so I think at this point in the season, Geno Smith isn't playing very well. We should just go ahead and go with Darrell Williams. This is the first season for the Flyers. I don't see him hurting us any more than Geno Smith has already been hurting us. So only he can get better, and then we can really see if this is going to be our quarterback of the future, or whether or not we need to really think about drafting one again coming up here in the next draft, if there is one available that fits our scheme ideas. So that's quickly a quick synopsis. I guess it wasn't really quick, of what's going on. Jerick McKinnon at this point has got 8 attempts for 41 yards. He's not having a bad game. Huntley was doing okay running the ball when he was in the game. Passing wise, there hasn't been much going on. Cordero Patterson's just really basically gotten some short, quick curl route kind of things, and he's gotten 31 yards off of those. Defensively, there's just been a ton of tackles. C.J. Hillman, my rookie superstar, is playing so far well in this game. He's got a sack. Aaron Williams is doing okay. Another sack down here. Dawson down here has already got 3 sacks in this game. P.J. Dawson, we got 6 sacks in this game total. So again, this has been pretty much a defensive struggle, switching things up. They only just have 3 on the other side. But neither team's really been able to move the ball much. Anytime we have moved the ball, the Flyers, we've scored field goals instead of touchdowns, and that's obviously what's made the score 6-0. So now let's get back into this game. Let's finish up this game. Hopefully the Flyers can pull out this game. They are currently on defense. It's currently 3rd and 24. We're going to come out here. I really just want to go at them, but I'm not going to pick a play here in time. So let's just play the sticks and kind of hope for the best. Paxton Lynch is now in the game. I don't think I realized that had happened. And he's going to step up in the pocket, throw to the outside there, try to hit C.J. Anderson on the check down, but that pass is going to be incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th and 24. There's just been a ton of punts in this game. So many punts. J.J. Nelson's now back to receive. Dixon here is going to punt. With 6 minutes and change here left in this game, if the Flyers here can just get a good drive going, then we can hopefully just bleed some clock basically, and then hopefully come out of this game with the win, which would be a huge win. Sitting at 2-3, Broncos sitting at 4-1, that'd be pretty big. This is an AFC West game, so that would be a huge win for us. So let's see what direction we should go. Oh, I forgot to switch it to no huddle offense, but that's all right. I'm going to stay away from the right side of the defense there. That's where Von Miller is, and he's kind of just been doing whatever he's wanted to do. Should have probably handed it off to Dragocevic there, the fullback. Decided to try to keep it, but that was not a very good decision. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 12. Now we just need to, oops, I forgot to do it again. Now we just need to hope that we can get something here and gives ourselves a chance on 3rd down. Going to drop it in here. Nobody really seems to be open. Going to run with it and dive. And did he get the 1st down? Nope, it's going to be 3rd and inches. Nice run there by Darrell Williams, but he's going to come up just short. And I think I just want to run something that's going to be simple and sweet and right up the middle, just to try to get this 1st down. I'm running out of time. I'm notorious for that. Running out of time. Just run a quick inside zone here. Hope that we can get it just enough yardage to get the 1st down. Ball's going to be handed off to Jerick McKinnon. He's going to take it right up the middle. Oop, and he's got an opening there. Nice run by Jerick McKinnon. He's now got 9 rushes for 52 yards. He's doing well so far this season. I really need to probably get him the ball more. I think I just get caught up in passing, even though my quarterbacks aren't that good at passing. But it's hard. It's hard to not want to pass. Shakandrick West is now here in the game. Run a read option. Woo! Had a chance there, Darrell Williams. That edge rusher there kind of dropped in to go after the running back, but then stopped. But they kind of had a fill guy coming in there and made the tackle. Good play there by the Broncos. Again, it's been a tough game here to get anything going on offense for either team. So we just need to try to put together a good drive here, let the clock keep going down, and see if we can come out of this game with a win. Normally I like to run the no huddle, but I think at this point I need to just slow it down. I got to be smart. I got to be a smart coach. So he drops back, throwing it, in between two players there. That was intended for Patterson, I believe. But that was overthrown. Basically missed all those players. There were two offensive players right there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Let's see if we can just get some yardage and or a first down, obviously. Sitting here at about the 50. It'd be nice if we could get a first down here. Kendrick West, I'm going to leave him in to block. That seems to be a huge thing that we need. I just need to keep doing. It's saving a lot of sacks for my team. And we're just going to take off and run here. I wasn't overly excited about anybody really being open. That's going to bring up 4th and 7. Broncos there in a zone defense, and there I didn't see anybody open, but I miss people a lot. Bannon back to punt. We're going to try to hit this into the corner, get him back, and that is going to go out at the 3. Nice punt. Again, I feel like I've turned off those arches. In fact, at least if you look at it in the main menu, it's off, but I still feel like it's a little bit cheating that I can kind of see. But I just can't figure out how to get them off. I would say it's not vital to try to get them off, just because I feel like even unless you turn off, I don't know if you can turn off that vibration, because there's even a vibration that happens as you kind of scroll to the right or left, that ultimately can let you know whether or not you're going to kick it out of bounds. All right, first run there. Second, going to bring up 2nd and 5. Just was hoping to kind of get them. Let's run this buck slant 3 and see if we can get a sack. Knock them backwards again here. Hello, viewer. Thanks for watching. This is kind of a continuation of a game where I lost my internet connection. So I went ahead and paused the game. That's a super nice thing about a PlayStation 4 for sure. You can kind of pause the game and come back to it later. So I paused the game since my internet stopped working last weekend, and I was able to continue this game. So this is really a continuation of a game from... Hello, sir. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I thought you were in for the long haul and a long stream there. All right, 3rd and 5 here. Let's see if we can get the stop. They're going to pass it short to Thomas. Nice play to get the first down there for the Broncos. Just got to keep the pressure on them. What we've been doing for the most part. Hello, viewer. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Again, this is kind of a continuation of a game from last week. My internet got cut out in the 4th quarter. It's been a barn burner of a game, as you can see. The Salt Lake City Flyers are winning, but the score is only 6-0. Broncos have the ball here with 3 minutes left to go in the game, trying to see if they can get something going. It has been the defenses have stepped up for sure and not allowed hardly any yardage at all in this game. The Broncos are kind of moving the ball here to start this drive. Paxton Lynch is coming in for Trevor Siemian, who is hurt. I have also lost my starting quarterback, although I don't know that it matters, and Brent Hundley, and decided to bring in the rookie, who is a 70 overall, quick development, but we'll have to wait and see whether or not we even see him anymore in this game. I think moving forward, he's going to be my starting quarterback. I think it's just smart to go with him at this point in the season. He hasn't hurt us at any point in this game. It's just been a defensive struggle. Hasn't thrown any interceptions, which has been a problem that Geno Smith has had for sure, who was my starter initially. Trying to get off the block there. Oh, and that's going to be a sack. Barrett was able to break off that tackle there and catch Paxton Lynch as he tried to roll out to the right there. Nice play. Let's see if we can just keep them pinned back here and pull out the win here in this game. That would be an exciting win coming into Denver and pulling out a win, especially with the Broncos currently sitting at 4-1 in this season. And they throw a check down there to C.J. Anderson. I don't know if that was a screen or not. It kind of looked like a screen, but there was nobody out there to block for him. Nice play there by the Flyers to stop him. That's going to bring up 4th and 17. And it looks like they're going to go for it. I don't know that they have much choice either with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left, but they do have 3 timeouts. So in all reality, they probably should punt it, but they're not going to do that. So let's see what they decide to do here. Offensively, coming out in a 4-wide set. I really just want to cover the sticks here more than anything. Paxton Lynch moving around the pocket, is moving, decides to take off, and he is not going to get there. That is not good news for the Broncos, but great news for the Flyers. Paxton Lynch didn't see anybody open there, decided to take off and run, was not able to get the first down. That's going to be a turnover. Flyers are going to get the ball here. That's funny. Trevor Siemian's talking to the coach, even though he wasn't in the game. All right, so let's see. Basically, at this point, the Flyers just need to run out the clock. Hey, look, here's Hundley coming back, although he's not either. It's funny. All right, so we're just going to run it here. We need to run out this clock, get some timeouts, see if we can get a first down. All we need is one. One first down, and this game is over. Jerick McKinnon, kind of right up the middle there, just gains 1. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9. Broncos do call a timeout, of course. Really just need to hold on to the ball. Hold on to the ball, no fumbles, because even if we don't get it, we can kick a field goal and be up 9-0, hopefully, assuming we make it. And come out of this game with the win. We're in an inside zone play here. To McKinnon. Trying to follow Dragocevic as a blocker there. He took off quick. I don't know that he blocked anybody. He just ran right up the middle of the line there. Another timeout by the Broncos. Going to be 3rd and 7. Just need to run it here again. Hopefully we can break one, get a first down at least. But if not, we can kick the field goal and be up 9-0 with just under 2 minutes left in the game here. Woo! Oh, that was totally my fault. Totally my fault. There was no reason that I needed. I was actually trying to do a juke there, but that right stick messed me up there. Turned into a spin, and that was 4th and 1. Did not need to do that. Now I'm going to have to punt it. That would have been a first down. That's disappointing. All right. As long as we make this field goal, though, it should hopefully put this game out of reach. And that kick is up, and it is good. That's going to make the score 9-0. Nice kick there by Hopkins. Minute 44 left in the game. The Broncos have no timeouts left. We're just going to sit back and hope that we don't give up some huge play here. That's about the only thing that will affect us here. The only thing that they could do, one big huge play right off the bat. And then they'd have to get an onside kick, obviously, with no timeouts left. So it doesn't seem like there's much hope, but you never know. I just want to go 3 deep. Man up 3 deep. That's my favorite kind of prevent play. And I think that's just what we need to kind of play at this point. I'm going to take control of the line here, at least see if I can get some pressure on Paxton Lynch. Right over the middle to Aguirre. Nice first play there. That's going to get it right out to the 50 on one play. That's not necessarily how we wanted to start this drive. They come right up to the line, of course. Throw it out to the right there, and that is incomplete. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Broncos. Minute and 27 seconds left here now. Just need a big hold here. Big hold, and this game is over. Lone's coming around the edge there, but leaves Paxton Lynch. He's just going to take off right up the middle. He's got a lot of room to run. 2 big rushes by him in this game here at the end. I really don't remember what happened to Trevor Siemian. He was initially their starter. Oh, pass incomplete there by Paxton Lynch. Trying to just quick check down there to C.J. Anderson. 1minute and 8 seconds left now. Left here in the game. One big stop. Interception would be nice. Paxton Lynch rolling out to the right. He's looking. Throws it back. Ooh, nice catch. Kind of spun him around there. Henderson, I think he kept his feet in bounds. Yeah, he did. That's 1st and 10. Nice play. Nice catch. Stops the clock. 1minute and 3 seconds left now. Maybe I shouldn't be playing this 3 deep zone. Or this man. Ooh, sack there by Lone. Nice play. Sorry, I almost said a player from my Red Rock Wranglers franchise. Or Dynasty, I should say. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, that's really fun and cool. I'm enjoying that one for sure. Red Rock Wranglers, school based out of Sedona, Arizona, Team Builder Dynasty. It's a lot of fun. Pulled out their first win the other night, which was really exciting. Oh, going deep, and that is going to be knocked away. That is my #1 cornerback there who knocked that away. He was my first round pick, #1 pick of the draft, actually. And it looks like they are going to go ahead and try to kick a field goal, and then obviously attempt an onside kick. Let's see if they're able to make this here, and then we'll have to see whether or not they're able to get this onside kick. And that kick is up and good. That's going to make the score 9-3. Now big play here. This onside kick will decide the game for sure. Let's get our onside recover out there. All right, let's see what happens. That kick is up, and it is immediately picked up by Coates. He almost had an opening there to run it back. Nice play there by Coates just to basically run up and grab it. Just need to run this quarterback kneel, and this game is over. Well, that's going to be another nice win here for the Flyers. Every game that the Flyers has won has been close. Has come down to one play or a couple of plays really. Those games have for sure have been fun. Other games have also been close. Yeah, as you can see there, not much offense. But the Flyers, it's sitting at 3-3 really in their first season in franchise history. It's pretty exciting. I wouldn't have expected them to be this good. I don't know if that's stick skills which mine aren't very good, or whether or not that's a slider issue. Just something to keep watching. 3-3 doesn't seem like for a team that's 75 overall, I think, or sitting somewhere around there. Trying to run a spread option kind of attack, which is fun, and it's kind of different doing it here on Madden versus playing it on NCAA football. It's a little bit different feel, kind of reading some of the reads is different. But sitting at 3-3, the Flyers so far so good. I mean, I'd say. I don't necessarily know if we should have won 3 games, but the only thing that I do like about it is at least those games have been close and have really kind of come down to, like I said, 1 play, 2 plays here. Taking a quick look at the stats to end this game. Not that there was much, but like I said, Darrell Williams, he kind of came into the game after Brett Hundley got hurt. He was my starter this week after I again decided that Geno Smith was not going to be the starter anymore. And moving forward here, it's going to be Darrell Williams. I mean, he's, they're all about the same overall. They've all got very similar traits as it relates to throw power and accuracy, but Darrell Williams does have quick development, so I can potentially get him up a little bit, at least fairly quickly, to make him better than Hundley and Geno Smith. And we should kind of see where he goes. We should see what happens, what he does, how he grows in this role, and see if he makes a difference for our team, and kind of make a decision whether or not he's going to be our franchise guy. I mean, my first thought is no. He's a 70 overall player. Unless I somehow, some way build him up quickly here before the end of the season, I can't imagine that there wouldn't be somebody in the draft I would prefer. But you never know. Sometimes some of these drafts in Madden are kind of thin in areas, especially ones that are going to fit my scheme. My scheme is I want a fast quarterback. I want somebody who can take off and run, who obviously can run this read option stuff. And so unless there's one of those out there, I don't know that I'm going to go after anybody. So Darrell Williams could be our quarterback here moving forward, this season and next. But we'll just have to wait and see. Rushing the ball, McKinnon 11 for 54. Like I said, I think I need to figure out ways to get him the ball more. Receiving, not much excitement there at all. Defensively, the big thing there, two really big things there. C.J. Hillman with a lot of tackles, which is obviously good, and a sack. He's my superstar middle linebacker. But the other big one here is P.J. Dawson, who got 3 sacks in this game. So that's a huge game there for P.J. Dawson. We'll just have to keep an eye on him and see what he decides to do moving forward. So let's go ahead and finish this game. I did want to take a quick look at, at this point, some of the stats in the season, and then let's go ahead and move forward into the next game. Just because, obviously, if I stop now, that's a fairly short stream, and I'm not ready to do that yet. So let's kind of skip ahead here. I'm not really going to mess with any of this XP stuff yet. It is something I would like to do at some point. I usually like to do it every 4 weeks or so. Technically, we're at about that time. But again, that was a huge win. Puts the Flyers at 3-3. Win in the AFC West is huge, especially against the Broncos. So nice win. Looking back here, for those of you that are just kind of following this season now, or just kind of following today, or watching it later, whatever the case may be, we had a huge win against the Raiders, first game of the season. Seahawks, we lost, obviously. Chiefs, same score actually as the Raiders game, and that one was definitely close too. Cardinals, close game, not a whole lot of scoring there either, but lost that game against the Colts. The Colts pretty much kind of dominated that one. But they were able to pull out the win, obviously, and then we were able to pull out the win here at 9-3. This is currently coming up here is going to be our bye week, which is kind of why I wanted to take a quick look at some things, specifically some stats at this point and how everybody's doing at this point in the season. So let's go ahead and advance this week, get ourselves into this bye, and take a quick look at some things. At this point moving forward, I'm kind of leaning towards, even sitting at 3-3, I don't think it's going to hurt. None of my players are heads or tails above one another, really. And so I think at this point I really need to concentrate on my rookies. The guys that I drafted most recently in this last draft, kind of, my first draft, or the first draft for the Flyers, really. And kind of concentrate on those guys and see if we can, kind of have that be the initial starting core. Quickly here, though, before I forget, I want to go to the depth chart here. And obviously, Brent Hundley is not going to be in the game anymore. That's interesting. So he had a dislocated knee, and somehow, some way, I don't know if that's because of the pausing aspect of things and how that happened, but he's not hurt. But we're gonna put Darrell Williams in, kind of like I was saying. I want to concentrate on the rookies, the ones that I kind of drafted in that first draft this past year-ish, if you want to say it that way. And one of them is this guy, Darrell Williams. So I think as you can see, his attributes here, throw power, his throw power, they're all about 88, 91, 91. So, that's somewhat similar. His short accuracy is better technically than Geno Smith's, but the same as Brett Hundley's. Medium accuracy is a little bit better than Brett Hundley's. Geno Smith's is better, but his medium accuracy was terrible. Like when you're actually playing with him, it was not good. So, like I said, we're moving away from him at this point, and then everyone's deep accuracy is the same. Darrell Williams does have quick development, so we're gonna run with him and just see where it goes. There wasn't really anybody here that I specifically drafted. Let's get out of here just so we can quickly, like I said, go see. I just kind of want to see the roster and check a little bit into again specifically those guys that I drafted. No halfbacks really. This guy, he's already starting as a fullback anyway. He was a rookie free agent actually that I signed later. As an 81 overall, kind of crazy if you think about it. Wide receiver wise, there wasn't any wide receivers that I drafted, so not really anybody to put in there now. Same with tight ends. My line is I did have a couple guys that I drafted, and they are currently already, except for DJ Mays, already starting. He was my starter, but he's currently hurt, so he's out. Center's not anybody there, and I do have a new right tackle. Well, what happened to that guy? That's him, Gordon Ray there. Sorry. Gordon Ray was actually a guy that I drafted as well. Actually, probably should put him in the game as kind of for the reasons that I'm saying. Just kind of go with these rookies and have them be kind of the core, kind of have them be kind of the start to what we can do to continue to grow. Can't do that right here. We'll come back to that. Avery Loan, he's a rookie. He's a guy that I drafted. He's already starting. He's the guy that, as you saw there at the end of the game, got that sack. Defensive tackles, nothing really to do or change there. Middle linebackers, I've already got C.J. Hillman in there as a starter. He was my superstar middle linebacker. Just for curiosity's sake, I don't really ever know. So I just want to see his card here. So he's a superstar middle linebacker. Stats, contracts, and awards. I more than anything wanted to see if I could remember exactly when I drafted him. I don't know. For those of you that know, tell me in the chat here whether or not you know if that's something that I could see. I was trying to remember exactly when I drafted him. I want to say 4th. Oh, there you go. Drafted in the 5th round, actually. Pick number 1 in the 5th round. So that's a great pick. Superstar middle linebacker in the 5th round. That's cool. I was kind of wondering about that. So let's go back real quick here to the quarterback, just because I want to remember when I drafted Darrell Williams as well. I was curious about him because I've mentioned that a couple times in these streams here. Whoops, wrong one. So he was drafted in the 4th round. Obviously not as great of a pick. Well, at least we'll see. Not as great of a pick as that C.J. Hillman, but we'll kind of have to wait and see. And then moving down here, so that was middle linebacker. So the other big one here is Bennett Knight. He was my first pick, number 1 pick in the draft. 94 speed, 85 man coverage, 79 zone coverage. My only disappointment with this, and I've mentioned it in some previous streams, there were 2 cornerbacks that I was looking at for the first pick, and I picked this guy mostly because I thought he was a little bit freakish in that he was 6'3" and fast, and so that was kind of why I ultimately picked him. But I was going back and forth with a smaller guy who I think was 5'10" or so. Very similar attributes, but ultimately he had superstar development, so I was a little bit disappointed in that, but it's probably not a huge thing. But in any case, no more there. I didn't draft, I don't think, any safeties. So for the most part, except for the line there at the right tackle position, these guys are fairly similar, so I probably really should just trade this out. Ray for Sambralo. So let's do that real quick. and then we kind of have all of our rookies in, which I think is important moving forward. Let's get these guys some XP. Let's continue to grow with these guys that I drafted, and just kind of hope for the best moving forward here in this season. So let's change out. Oh, actually, I already do. Never mind. All right. So that kind of does it for that aspect of things. Checking a quick look at the stats. Not that anything's going to be that exciting. Obviously, with Geno Smith's going to be, he only had 1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions, which is the reason why we're going in a different direction. That kind of says it all right there. His completion percentage wasn't terrible at 60%, but those interceptions, were tough. In all of our losses, he at least had 2, I feel like, and so that's the reason for the change. Rushing stats here, McKinnon's doing okay. 419 yards on 76 carries. That brings up 5.5 yard average, but just 1 touchdown. Geno Smith had 2 touchdowns. He was doing well running the ball, coming out of the pocket and different things. We'll definitely, but I don't think we're going to miss that. Daryl's got the same attributes, same almost speed, so I don't think that's going to change much. McKinnon at this point is actually, at least receptions wise, is my leading receiver. Switching it up to look at yards specifically. Sammy Coates and Nick Boyle, the tight end, seem to be leading in receiving yards, but we don't have a ton of yards. We're not throwing the ball very much, but I don't know that we're running it very much either, which is kind of funny considering I'm running a more fast-paced offense. Or at least that's the idea, or that's the thought. So moving back here, let's look a quick look at the players that are looking to re-sign. A lot of these guys that I've talked about before, I'm thinking about moving on from. There hasn't been anybody at this point that I've been overly excited about potentially keeping. I kind of wouldn't mind actually keeping Nick Boyle. Mostly I like him because he's got good run blocking. Impact blocking 72. Where's his run blocking? 77. And I kind of like that, especially in this kind of offense. I want to run with running the ball. Even though we're running out of the shotgun and running out of the pistol formation, I think it's even more important because obviously he's got to move. He's got to get to the blocks and hold them. So, hold them. So let's throw a little something at him. He's 25 years old. Let's just make this current offer that he's got on the table right now. Financials need some work. All right, we'll come back to that later. Ray Armstrong was having a pretty good season. I think I kind of tried to lowball him. He wants 3 years, 9.8, and I kind of tried to give him 3 years, 8.49. We'll increase it a smidge here, and we'll see if that's enough. Nope. He wants more money too. Everybody always wants more money. All right, rest of these guys, I think at this point I'm just going to kind of let walk. What I've said for the most part as it relates to some of this stuff is some of these guys are okay, and I wouldn't mind having them back on the team. But I could probably get them for a lot less, just letting them go to free agency and signing them on 1-2 year deals. One big one here is Cordell Patterson. He wants 3 years, $12 million. I don't really know if he's worth that. I mean, I know he's my starting wide receiver now, but I don't know if it makes sense moving forward. The hope would be that I'm going to find somebody better that's going to take over that role. So I don't know if paying him that makes sense. Maybe some people would disagree, but I think I could probably get him for less. Plus he's 27 years old, so as everyone kind of knows with Madden, as you kind of get up into that 30-year range, which it would put him at specifically for that contract he wanted, then I'd lose it. So, or he'd be on his downhill slide. All right, so let's take a quick look at, we got 262 scouting points here. I've kind of already scouted what I think to be the quarterbacks that seem to make the most sense. We kind of need help across the board, really. There's not any one area that is not needed, except for maybe running back. So the ones that mostly I'm looking at mobile quarterbacks, obviously. Pocket passers and stuff probably don't really make sense for the kind of offense I want to run. So I'm pretty much just looking at mobile quarterbacks. And at this point, maybe this Thomas Wood. We'll just kind of have to see how things go moving forward with him. Maybe he'd be for us, but it's hard to say at this point. I've looked at a couple speed backs. Again, just kind of thinking that we want to be fast. We want to move the ball quick. We want to run no huddle and just be a fast team. I've always kind of wondered what would happen if you took a team over on Madden, any Madden really, and just got a bunch of speed guys. Speed's always been a overpowering thing in Madden. I feel like it's become less and less overpowering over the years, but I've kind of still thought I want to try to do that. So again, I've been looking at speed wide receivers, and so the question is, and I think I'm going to come back to obviously some of these other people, just because sometimes even though they say speed is their thing, sometimes they're not the fastest guys. Sometimes some of these balanced guys are better, or possession guys, some of them are faster, even though they say speed is their attribute. But so I kind of moved over here, kind of concentrated on the line a little bit. Left tackle, not much options there. Let's look at some left guards here. Might as well go ahead and do that. Kind of like I've said previously, as soon as I get to B-, I usually move on. Kind of look at this guy. That's not a terrible one there, specifically because he's in the 6th round. Impact block, B- run block. We'll put him on the watch list for now. Very similar to the 2nd round prospect, so that makes it seem like this guy could be okay, especially because he's a 6th round prospect. Looking at center here, I don't really know that the 2 centers I have currently are okay, but there are oops, I accidentally hit too many times there. But it doesn't look like there's a ton of options, and I ran out of points. So that's going to be scouting. We'll come back to it here after this bye week. Let's go ahead and move forward. We're going to face the Chiefs again. Last time we faced them, we actually pulled out a win. Won 23-20, so that was a close game. And we'll have to see whether or not another game here with them will be similar or not. Let's do this scouting real quick, and then let's get into the game. Let's go back to where we left off here. We were basically looking at centers. Let's come down to at least this one here. After that, it's not so good. Take a quick look at some right guards. I feel like building from the ground up, and that includes line, defensive line and offensive line, is important. So that's what we're going to do. A-. That's a guy we should put on our board for sure. 4th round, B+. That was not bad considering he's a 4th round guy. 5th round guy, very similar. Same even. Whoops. Didn't really want to go past that B- one. Oh well. Alright, so that finishes up our scouting. Let's do this weekly training. I like to sim it just so I don't lose out on any XP. Let's start the training. Switch to swim. Thanks for watching, folks. I appreciate it. Appreciate you doing so. This is a lot of fun for me. I've been playing Madden for years and years and years. It's always been an enjoyment of mine. Even this year I've played a lot of Madden. I did a Jets franchise, kind of like a lot of other people have done. That's probably, it actually might be the farthest I've ever gone in a franchise. I think I took it all the way to 5 years. And that one was a lot of fun. Ultimately, I just kind of decided it was done. I didn't really, the team never really got to be that good. Let's go ahead and get into this game. It was still just kind of a struggle. I was playing it on all Madden, which I feel like is just, I need to find that balance between all pro and all Madden. That's kind of where I feel like I sit. All Madden to me, even with the adjustment of sliders, just seems to not really play as well as I want it to. Sometimes I feel, when I started my Jets franchise, I felt really good about it because the Jets were not good, and so I won, maybe 1 or 2 games. I think it was, and I was on Madden. And then the second season that I played, and I was still adjusting things as the season was progressing, trying to see if I could find something I was happy with. Again, this was all offline. I more recently decided, well, if I'm going to be playing these games anyway, why not stream it to Twitch or YouTube or whatever, and see if I can get some other people just to enjoy what I enjoy. So I thought it would be fun. But in any case, that Jets franchise, it just kind of fizzled out ultimately because I never became happy with the sliders. Like I couldn't find the happy medium. I couldn't find a point at which I felt like things were okay for me. Like it was either too hard or too easy. The Jets were either just smoking people or getting smoked really. Just through so many interceptions and so many things were just not good. I just couldn't stop their offense, whoever we were playing, and then I would just constantly 3 and outs. All right, so J.J. Nelson is back here to receive. We are playing in Arrowhead Stadium, which is always a tough place to play. We'll have to see how this game turns out again. In the last game against the Chiefs, we did win. It was 23-20. I feel like looking back. Woo, nice juke move. J.J. Nelson gets to the outside, and he's got the opening. I don't know that anybody's going to catch him because he is fast. That is all the way up the sideline. Nobody catches him. That is a touchdown on the opening kickoff. What a great way to start this game for the Flyers. That juke move was able to, everyone kind of crashed to the inside, hit that juke, got to the outside, and J.J. Nelson was gone. He is fast. No one's going to catch that guy. That was a fun way to start the game. So for those of you that don't know, I've been using, Schnatt 1's crazy setup sliders actually on Pro, but I do feel like they play at this point maybe an even game. All the games at least seem kind of close. Great kickoff return there. Which I think I kind of like. It makes it a little bit more exciting, more fun to watch, more fun to play. But it's not because there is that setting where it keeps games close or whatever, and that's not on. So I don't really think that's an issue or a problem. But again, I also kind of wonder whether or not that's the reason why the Flyers are 3-3. Like this is the part that I play these mind games with myself as it relates to the sliders, and I just can't decide how to get past it. My first thought is, even as it relates to this series, I don't know that the Flyers should be at 3-3. Obviously, there's my ability to control the players and make things play in a manner in which I want the players to play. Obviously, on that juke move right there, J.J. Nelson running up the sideline, all those things I'm controlling. So obviously, I have an effect on how the game plays. But I still just sometimes feel like I should be able to find that balance. I should be able to find that balance of, if I'm playing with a team that's not good. Technically the Flyers are not good. I don't have a lot of good players. An expansion franchise coming right out. Probably should pay attention to the game here. Spencer Ware, right up the middle, and somebody came up hurt. And see who that was. Mark Barron made the tackle, and he is the one that's hurt. So that's not a good sign. He's my other starting middle linebacker. But like I was saying, it's just tough. It's tough. I can't seem to find that balance with the sliders where I feel like I'm getting good competition. as well as, I'm not feeling cheated, kind of like you do sometimes on All Madden. You just feel cheated. I feel like I get a good challenge on All Madden, but almost too challenging. And so I've been trying these Schnott 1 sliders, and they've been okay, but Mark Barron, broken ribs, will not be able to return to this game. Well, that's not good. So if anybody has any thoughts out there about sliders, and what you're using and what you're doing and what you found, obviously it's hard because everyone plays the game differently. So you just don't know what's, you can look at all you want at all these different slider sets on Operation Sports and everywhere else on the internet. Ooh, Morris interception. That was an overthrow caught by Morris. And this game is going to start out really well here for the Flyers. Interception return for a touchdown by Morris. And pending the extra point here, that is going to make the score 14-0. Not a good start here for the Chiefs. Now, as I'm talking about it, then you start to wonder, see this game here, you'd think that the Chiefs would play the Flyers tougher, but this happens in games. We're starting out 14-0 here with this game's barely started. We'll just have to see how it works out. I've had a couple other games like this with the Flyers where the games have started out where I've kind of started dominating the game, it seemed like, then the other team kind of fought back, made a game of it, and even beat me. So we'll have to see how this game goes. Let's see what they decide to do coming out here on the second drive. Overthrow pass there by Mahomes. Ultimately was caught and returned for a touchdown. The one thing that I definitely know that I've liked about these sliders by Schnott 1 is the animations. Like I feel like there's been animations that I've never seen before, and that's been exciting to me. Fun and enjoyable in that regard for sure. Run a cover 3. I shouldn't have done that. That's all right. We'll run it anyway. No, overthrow again there by Mahomes. That's 2 overthrows by him. Let's see. It's now 2nd and 10. They're going to come out in a 2 running back, 2 wide receiver set here. Let's. I think they're going to try to just run it just to get some yardage here. So. Let's slant the line here to the outside right side here. Oh, they're going to pass. Oh, no, it's delay. Spencer Ware, that is a flag. Is that holding or is that a face mask? That was kind of a funny looking tackle. Holding on the Chiefs, and that's going to drive them back even further. Question is 2nd and 20 or 3rd and 11. I think I'm going to decline it. We're going to go 3rd and 11. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what we're going to do. Start of this game has not gone in their favor. Not that I'm trying to help them out. And that's what I don't want to do. See, as it relates to sliders, I don't want to help out the sliders. Moncrief on the catch there. Quick slant catch. That's going to be a first down. 14-yard gain by the Chiefs for the first down. It's kind of what I do. I talk myself around in circles about sliders and trying to figure out whether or not these are the right ones for me. These ones have been okay. But again, I'm just not quite sure whether or not the Flyers, being the team that they are, should really be 3-3. Tell me what you guys think. Oh, Moncrief there on another pass. Got into that pocket there, really. Caught the ball. Nice play. 9-yard gain. Going to bring up 2nd and 1. Now they're getting things going. Probably should have accepted that holding penalty and made it 2nd and 20. Yeah, what are you going to do? And they are going to run it here to the right side. I had the slant on the other direction. That is going to bring up 3rd and inches. Let's just see here. I think they're going to try to run it. Let's run this gap press play. Try to get in here. We're going to slant the line to this other side, left side here towards the tight end. They hand it off and they run right to that side. A nice run by Spencer Ware. First down. 6 rushes for 27 yards here. Now they're starting to play. All right. Let's see if their drive can continue or not. They're going to continue to run the ball right up the middle. I was kind of expecting that. But still was able to get the stop, so that's good. Cover 3 match. I feel like that's one of the only cover 3s that actually seem to work in this game. Let's see, but they're going to run it again anyway. That time to Kareem Hunt. There's going to be another flag. Probably going to be holding. This is exactly what happened. If I remember correctly, some people will have to remind me. I'm pretty sure this is exactly what happened in the Chiefs game previously. They had a ton of false starts. We'll accept this one. Oops, I actually hit the wrong button. I declined. A lot of hitting the wrong buttons today. All right. Mahomes in the shotgun set here. He's got 3 wide receivers. Tyreek Hill comes in motion. We're going to try to break through there. Mahomes is rolling out to the left side. He's looking. Oh, was going to pass there, but got hit by Lone, and that's going to be a sack for Lone. Good play there. Mahomes tried to get rid of it there at the last minute, but was not able to. He's luckily held on to the ball. Probably should have been a fumble there. He rolls out here to that left side. Lone and Chase just hits him. Lone's having another good game here to start, it looks like, with that sack. Chiefs out here to attempt the field goal. Ooh, Brooks is running in there. Ooh, got it into that dive, and that is going to be missed wide right. Wow. Did not expect that. Santos misses that kick wide to the right. It also even looked a little bit short. I don't know if he didn't quite get all of that kick or what happened. I don't really know that happens in Madden, but I'm just saying it. Just trying to have a little fun with this. All right, let's open up here with a little tight end screen, actually. Darrell Williams, rookie in at the quarterback. Oop, that's covered up perfectly. We need to run. Gonna have to. That was a nice play there by Houston. There's a guy that ran out there to cover that tight end immediately. Nice play defensively overall there by the Chiefs. I just kind of got stuck. Let's run this clear out. Really looking for the in route here. At least that's how I like to run it. Richardson on the in route. Let's keep McKinnon in here to pass block. And there it is, but there is a flag on the play that's probably going to be holding. Brett Hundley's always standing on the sideline looking like he wants to go in. And it is holding. A lot of holding penalties in this game here. That's going to bring up 2nd and 27. Yikes. Let's get things going here, running the no huddle. Forgot to do that. Hit this, try this seam divide, see if we can just get some plays here going. Let's keep McKinnon in again here to pass block. It's open right over the middle. Nice catch there by Wright. Nice play on 2nd and 27. It's for 20 yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Very manageable 3rd and 7 considering. All right, McKinnon's already in to block on this play. Ooh, nice catch. Reached out for that one. Oh, but he did come up hurt. Nice catch there by Wright. Kind of on that stop route there. He turned around. Had to reach. Wasn't a great pass there by Williams. But obviously it was catchable. Wright reached down there and caught it, but it came up injured. But he's able to get the first down. There was 2nd and 27 and 2 nice plays in a row. Able to get the first down. Let's see if we can keep moving the ball here. Let's run this triple option play. This is really something I'd like to include in the Flyers playbook, but only if it works. It's just really, I feel like it's really tough to run on Madden. I didn't mean to hand it off to him. That guy was crashing. I didn't hit that X button. I don't know what happened there. That's just silly. Alright, now they're coming in. Now we got things going, right? Drops back. Pass out here to Patterson. Nice play. Williams has started this game 3 of 3 for 44 yards. At this point, I'd say I made the right decision. I actually want to keep McKinnon in here to block again just because I feel like that's helping. We're going to throw this out, up, over, ooh, just out of the reach there of Richardson. I don't know how it's out of the reach of Richardson. Richardson is blazing fast. How did he not just run underneath that? Elbow sprain, going to return soon. We'll take him out of the game for now, let him feel better. We're going to come here with this Y trail. See, we're kind of stuck in passing mode again. I don't know why I'd do that. Let's keep West in here to block. I keep putting the running back into block because in the first 3 games I gave up so many sacks. Ooh, nice play there by Boyle. Nice catch. Coming right over the middle there. We should probably run it. We're going to run this halfback stretch here to this right side. Haven't really been running it, but that's why. I'm going to blame it on that. Right back up to the line here. Try to run a in route here. Let's make sure again West is in the block. Drops back. Coming over the middle there, Nelson. Nice play. Maybe I just need to keep passing. Keep talking about running the ball, but maybe that's not what I need to be doing. Now I say that, watch, I'll make a mistake here. Play action pass here. Whoop. They were coming. I want him to... No! Threw it at the last second there, trying to hit J.J. Nelson coming across. Tried to rifle one in there, but it just got knocked down, and so did Darrell Williams there. He's had a good start to this game. He's looking kind of tired. He's turning red. All right, 2nd and 10 here. Let's go strong power. Chiefs' run defense has been tough, and they're all kind of right over there again on that side. Let's run it to this side. Oh, we got an opening. Woo! Nice move there and cut. Jerick McKinnon, nice 9-yard gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1. I really just need to run a play that is going to allow me to get a play off here quickly. Let's run this to Denard Robinson. I think this is going to be a good option, and it is, and he is in for the touchdown. That is touchdown number 1 for Darrell Robinson, rookie quarterback. At this point, I'm looking like a genius, making the decision to go ahead and move forward with him. Just seems to be playing well. That kick is up. That's going to make the score 21-0. Salt Lake City Flyers here in the first quarter. Wow. Yeah, you should put your head down. Yeah, you don't know what's going on out there. It's cool. Here comes Coach. He's going to tell you that you don't know what you're doing. All right. Kickoff here right up the middle. And that is going to be out of bounds. That'll be a touchback for the Chiefs, and that's going to bring the ball out for them out to the 25-yard line. Let's just keep things rolling here. I don't know if they're going to try to run it, but we're going to see if that's a decision that they try to make. They come out in this double tight end set, and they do run it. Spencer Ware right up the middle, and he loses yards. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Nice tackle there by Easley. I feel like they're getting to a point in this game that they just need to start throwing the ball, but looks like they're going to try to run it here again, or it's going to be a play action. Let's see what it is. Play action. Mahomes is looking, rolling out to the right. He doesn't know what he's doing. And throws one out there to the left and out of bounds. Not a good looking play there by the Chiefs. Mahomes just running around in circles and then just throws it out of bounds. All right, I just want to blitz the heck out of him here. We'll just run a man defense, blitz him. I'm sure he'll probably try to take off here. Let's see what he does. No, they're going to run a screen. Trying to get out there, but I couldn't. Nice play. Spencer Ware. Hope he's still up. Finally goes down. Nice play there by the Chiefs. They had that perfect play call there as I was trying to come on the man blitz. Perfect. Ooh, flipped over there. Then he had a nice spin move. Nice gain and a first down for the Chiefs. Nice play. Completely, absolutely countered what I had called. So good play by them. Let's run a cover 2 here at this point. I've said before, I like to try to switch things up. Try to make it pseudo-realistic in that, I don't run the same. Ooh, Kareem Hunt up the middle there. He should have just kept running. I don't know why he stopped. That was a 5-yard gain. That's going to bring up 2nd and 5. But I try to switch things up. I try to run different defenses going back and forth between man and zone and cover 2 versus cover 3 versus cover 4. Just switching it up. We'll come here this time at the cover 3. 2nd and 5. I think they're going to try to run it. Let's see what they do. And they do, right up the middle. Nice play again there by Easley. And another 1-yard loss, or at least it looked like a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Nice. That's a couple nice plays there by Easley, getting the running back there in the backfield. Now going to be 3rd and 5. I'm going to run a mid blitz right up the middle because I think they're going to run a delay. Let's see if I'm right. Nope, I'm wrong. Mahomes, though, is running around like a scared person there. We're trying to, but it didn't matter. He hit Moncrief there. That's going to be first down for the Chiefs. Coming back in this 3 wide receiver sets. I kind of just want to run, if I can find it. I'm not going to find it. So before I run out of time, run this cover 1 hole. Oh, that's why. Ooh, they were going to run it. They did run it there, actually. And then he is hit immediately for a loss of 5. Nice play there by the defense. I guess I had that called right. That's what I call a little bit lucky. I just kind of feel like I was running out of time there, calling a play. Whoop! And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Score is 21-0. Opening kickoff return for a touchdown by the Flyers. Then Morris, as you see there, on a pick 6, ran that back obviously for a touchdown. And then the Flyers had a nice drive, capped off by a 1-yard pass to Denard Robinson from from the quarterback. What is his name? Darrell Robinson. I'm getting all confused. Hey, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis are not your commentators for today. Sorry about that. They probably do a better job than me. Alright, let's see here. They're coming out. Let's run a Tampa 2. 2nd and 15. Looks like they're going to try to run it again, but I bet you it's going to be a play action. Nope, they actually do run it. Nice run there actually by Spencer Ware. Going to bring up a manageable 3rd and 7. Switch it back here to the nickel. Let's come with this overload 3. I just want to get pressure. And I want to take control. I want to be Hillman. Because I think Mahomes is going to try to run it out here to the right. Ah, there you go. See? Ooh, get him. Nice play. There is a flag on the field. I don't know what that play is going to be. Looks like it's going to be holding again against the Chiefs. That's 3 on them in this game. I'm really interested now to go back to that first game and see their offensive line just must be undisciplined. And we're going to decline this, make it 4th and 4. Go ahead and let them try to kick this field goal. I don't really want to give them another chance to get a first down, so we'll just see at this point whether or not they can even get 3. Santos missed his first kick. Woo, almost got in there. Kind of dove the wrong way. But that kick is up, and it is good this time. That's going to make the score 21-3. I'm feeling like I'm being a little bit lackadaisical here in this game when I probably should just be concentrating a little bit harder and just finishing out this game. And if this is how the game's going to go, I should just let the Flyers win handily. It's a little bit concerning to me that that's happening, but it happens in real life. We're going to come here with a slip screen to McKinnon. I really do need to at some point get the run game going. McKinnon here to the outside. Nice blocks. Was going to try to cut it back up to the inside there as Britt was coming across to block that guy. It is an injury timeout. We'll have to see who is injured if they show me. And they do not. I want to come back. Let's run this power O. Let's get into a little bit more of a run look here. Although, like I said, I don't know that that's necessarily been working. Just trying to sneak through that hole, get that first down. McKinnon's only gotten the ball at this point 2 times. Let's flip-flop it here. Have McKinnon go to the other side and run this trap play. Ooh, he breaks a tackle. Couldn't quite. I wanted to get out there all the way to the left, but just couldn't quite get there. Let's come back this direction now, run this buck sweep to the right side. I don't really actually know if I've ever done this formation. Ooh, I needed to cut that up right there. That could have been a nice play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd and 4. I really just need a short pass, but I don't know that I'm going to get that. So we're going to run this play action, but I don't know that I'm going to let it go to play action because they're going to blitz here. I need to switch up some offensive plays here. I just want to send Richardson on a streak. We're going to try to hit him right now. And it's up and is knocked down. I probably could have waited a little bit longer, but I just had that in my head, so that was what I did. Peters knocked it down there. If I would have been paying attention and knowing that that was Peters there, I probably wouldn't have done that. All right, punting the ball here. Going to try to hit it out here to the right, see if we can pin him back again. Bannon did have a nice punt earlier, put it down on a 3. This one looks like it's going to go out at the 2. So another nice punt there by Bannon. That's 2 on this game. Let's see if this time we can turn it into a safety. and get 2 more points. I mean, why not? I like to run, let's go sting pinch, thinking that they're going to just try to run it right out the middle to give themselves some room. They got a lot of people out here to this left side. Let's slant the line to that side. And they do hand it off. Ware goes down after just a short gain of 1. That's going to bring up 2nd and 9. I think they've got to keep running it. So let's run this gap press again. Or actually, no, that was not what I ran last time. And now everything's kind of looks like they're going to run here to the right side. So let's slant the line that way. They do run to that side, and he's breaking tackles left and right. Gets through for a nice gain of 7. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. And let's see if we can stop him here. Make him punt. Oh, that was almost one of those cheesy where your defensive lines can't get lined up right and you get called for the encroachment. Ooh, and that was a play action pass. Ooh, he comes up hurt after the sack there. Nice sack. But now Barrett comes up lame after that sack. Seems like we're having a lot of injuries in this game. But that will cause the Chiefs to have to punt here. Should get really good field position here for the Flyers. 6 minutes and change here left in the second quarter. Colquitt gets it off, and whoa, he kicks it forever. Yikes. I wonder how long that punt was. That was crazy. Out of the end zone all the way down to the 20. I mean, what is that? An 80-yard punt? Yikes. All right, let's run the ball. Let's get to running. We've done a pretty good job passing the ball, which hasn't been terrible by any means, but Chiefs have done okay with the run game. But I still feel like it's important to try to run the ball. But that's not a good way to start. The Chiefs have definitely been on the ball as it relates to... Oops, I don't want to do that. On the ball as it relates to stopping the run. Let's just run this dive weak play here on 2nd and 12. I don't know if that's very smart. I really probably should pass it. Let's see. Everything's green. That means it's going to be an amazing run, right? No. Alright, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 13. And at this point, I just need to see if I can gain anything on this drive. Let's keep McKinnon in here to block. I think that's good. We're going to get it to the outside there, and that is intercepted by Peters. What a play. I should not have ever thrown it to his side. That's 2 great plays by Peters on back-to-back drives. First when he knocked it down. That is Williams' first interception, pick 6. Shouldn't have thrown it to Peters' side at all. It really looked like he was looking the other direction on that out route, but somehow, some way, he got himself in position, intercepted it, and ran it back for a touchdown. I mean, it's a nice play. Nothing you can do about that. When I was watching it, I feel like I was watching it the whole way. It looked like he was turned around the wrong direction. Looks like the Chiefs are going to try to make a game of this after that play. Flyers were up 21-0. It's now 21-10, still here with 5 minutes left in this second quarter. It's by no means over. Kind of like I said earlier, we'll just take the touch back on that. Like I said earlier, you know, there was at least one other game, maybe 2, where the Flyers were leading 14-0, I think, and ultimately lost one of them. The other one, you know, became a lot closer than 14-0. Now this was 21-0, and now it's we'll see where it goes. Maybe we'll have a fantastic drive right now. Make it 28-10. All right, let's see if Williams can redeem himself after that interception. I think we're going to stay away from Peters. So let's not throw it to the right side of the field there. West there on the catch. Nice play. That's going to bring up 2nd and 4. Again, I think we're going to stay away from Peters. Let's keep Boyle in here to block just in case. Probably just going to hit West here quickly on the out route. Stepping up. Nope, we're going to run it. And we're going to slide. Nice play there by Williams. 8 yards and the first down. Going to run a little halfback draw action here. Woo! Just seems like the Chiefs' defensive line is standing up my offensive line, and there is just nowhere to run. Want to run a screen here, and that looked like it was going to be covered up too. Oh, nice juke move, but I juked probably a little too soon. That's going to bring up a third and inches. What I really need is just an inside zone play here. Try to get this first down. We'll have to see whether or not the Chiefs again. Ooh, I think West is tired. He felt a little slow there. Let's run some curl flats here. We're just trying to move the ball, trying to get down here to score. We're staying away from Peters on that right side. I got to do it. Ooh, Richardson with the catch there. Nice catch. There is a flag on the play. That's probably going to be another holding penalty that will send the Flyers back. That's going to make it, they will accept obviously, and that's going to make it a 1st and 20. I keep saying, well, maybe we just need to run the ball, but that doesn't seem to be working. So maybe we just need to pass it. Williams isn't having a terrible game except for that interception. That was to Peters there. Woo, nice juke. Whoa, he broke away there. Oh my goodness, McKinnon. Those juke moves are working well in this game. J.J. Nelson. Oh, there is an injury. J.J. Nelson on that opening kickoff had a spectacular juke move. And that one there, juke cut back to the inside. Breaks free, breaks the tackle, and is gone. As you can see, McKinnon's speed there. That's what I want to see. That's what I want more of. In, you know, I don't know if I necessarily want more of it. I guess I just want. That's what kind of players I want. I want guys that are fast, speedy. Woo! He got caught up on his lineman there. Luckily, he didn't fall down. Was able to break free, get the touchdown. Nice play. Sometimes I don't really feel like the juke moves work very well on Madden 19, but in this game, maybe I'm just timing them just right. J.J. Nelson on that opening kickoff, and now McKinnon on that screen pass, both taken for touchdowns. Dislocated right shoulder for my rookie right tackle. Just as I was talking about it before I started this game, I wanted to put the rookies in, make sure, see what they can do. Then he comes up hurt. My 2 rookie linemen that I really want to be playing right now are both hurt. DJ Mays, I think he's my left guard. He's hurt. And now Gray, my right tackle, he's hurt. Another flag on the play. This has been a flag-filled game here, making for a really slow first half. I'm going to have to start feeling a little bit like I need to start speeding this game up a little bit. I'm not quite sure how to do that other than kind of speeding through some of these cutscenes and stuff, which I feel like I kind of do anyway, but this game feels like it's dragging a little bit. Dragging in the sense that this first half has taken a long time. I think it's because there's been a lot of passing, I guess. At least I've been passing a lot. Nice run there by Spencer Ware. That's going to be a first down for the Chiefs. Let's see if they can get some points here before the half. They kind of continue to keep running the ball, where I, on the other side, continue to keep passing the ball. it wasn't for that, I guess if it wasn't for that kickoff return and the pick six, and that is going to be another sack, this time by Ray Armstrong on Mahomes. It seems like he just keeps running into sacks, keeps rolling out to that right side, can't find anybody, and instead of throwing it away, he keeps taking sacks. After this game, I'm wondering whether, kind of going back to the slider conversation from earlier, kind of wondering whether or not I need to revisit sliders. Ooh, nice catch there by Kelsey. He's been fairly quiet so far in this game. That's his first catch of the game. All right, running this cover 2 man on 3rd and really just wanted to make sure, well, but that pass is incomplete anyway. Just wanted to make sure we were covering the sticks. Actually, Gordon, he had a great game against us last time we played. It seemed like always in the second half, right at the end of the first half, and at the end of the second half, he was the star for them, really. Colquitt back here to punt. J.J. Nelson back to receive. Colquitt had a monster punt on his last one. That was crazy. J.J. Nelson here just going to head out of bounds. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Let's see whether or not, let's run a couple simple-ish plays. See whether or not we want to try to score some more points here before the half. It's not necessarily bad field position, so I feel like we should give it a shot. Oh, just out of the reach there. Think of Cordell Patterson. If he would have caught that in stride, he might have been able to cut that up and have a nice gain. But that was just out of his reach here. Let's run this slant to Buck, specifically looking for Coates there right over the middle, or Boyle, depending on who decides to cover who. Oh, and he was open. Coates was open there, but couldn't quite get the ball out in time. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 16. Phew, I feel like I should just play it smart here. Let's just run another screen. Those seem to be working for us anyway. Try to see if we can get McKinnon here with another huge play. Woo! I was trying to run it back to the inside. I don't know if that was very smart. Probably should have ran it to the outside and ran out of bounds. But that's going to bring up 4th and 4. We will just go ahead and punt this back to the Chiefs. Quick short drive there. Not much else to do. Should have probably just ran it a couple times and ran out the clock in all actuality. Bannon's going to try to pin him back once again. Looks like he's going to be successful. That is going to bounce and go out at the 6. We'll have to see whether or not the Chiefs even try to do anything at this point. It looks like no, as they're bringing in 3 tight ends. Probably just try to run it again. That's been their MO this game anyway. They kind of got this set where all these tight ends over here to the side. Ooh, nice play there. That was almost intercepted by Williams. Got his hands on it. Should have been able to pull that down, but wasn't quite able to. We're going to come here with the cover 4. See, I'm assuming they're just going to try to pass this thing. At this point, I don't really know if it's very smart on their part, but that's what they're going to do. Mahomes rolling again. Stops. Hits Kelsey. Ooh, Kelsey's just breaking tackles. Nice play there by Mahomes. He rolled out to the right. Looks like he was going to take off. Kind of leveled off his running. Right at about the line of scrimmage. Hits Kelsey. Nice play. He's looking again. Ooh, trying to hit. I think that was Kelsey again over the middle. Just threw it behind him. They're not giving up here on this half. We're going to cover 4 again here. I think that's not really the smartest decision by me. Nice play there again by the Chiefs. That's going to be, they're going to use their second timeout with 48 seconds left here in the half. They're definitely going to try to get some points. The question is, are the Flyers going to step up here to prevent it? We'll switch it up here, go to a cover 2 man. See if we can prevent them from doing anything. Most of their guys have been wide open in the zone. Mahomes out here to the right again. He's just looks silly. Just running around, doesn't really look like knowing what he wants to do. Do I want to run it? Do I want to pass it? Do I want to run it? Do I want to pass it? Oh, okay, I'll run it. Some silly animations there. Time is just ticking down here. They didn't seem to be in any sort of hurry after that play, which is interesting. I mean, they've got good field position. Mahomes running out here to the right again, and he actually throws that one away. Good smart play there. Been running this cover 2 man the last couple plays. I think I'm just going to run it again. Seems to be what is working. Maybe they're just going to run it to try to get the first down. Run a delay here to Spencer Ware. Nice run. He's going to take it down to the 25-yard line. Time is just ticking here. I'm assuming they're going to, yeah, there we go. Take a timeout with 10 seconds left. I'm assuming they'll go ahead and try the field goal. Looks like they will. Let's just come out here. Special teams. Block right. See if we can get Brooks in there to block one. All right, anytime, Santos. Sometimes they take so long waiting to kick the ball. It's funny to me. All right. Now 7 seconds left here in the half. It's 28-13. J.J. Nelson, we're just going to take this for the touchback, but then we're just going to kneel on it and end this half. At this point, the Flyers have been pretty much in complete control of this game. Oops. Quarterback kneel. Let's just end this half. Pretty much been in complete control of this game. Mostly that has to do with the one special teams touchdown and the pick 6. Obviously, if it wasn't for those, you know, this game would be a lot different. But those 2 plays have basically allowed the Flyers to take the lead here going into the half. Doesn't seem like the Chiefs are ready to give up. Obviously, as they, you know, starting out at the 6-yard line with a minute left, we're actually able to drive down the field and get a field goal there before the half. So not bad there for them. 155 passing yards for the Flyers, 101 for the Chiefs. Rushing yards there, as you can see, the Flyers are struggling at only 19 yards rushing. The Chiefs' defense is definitely tough rushing the ball to rush against. There's that pick 6 there, as you can see. Morris caught that on an overthrow by Mahomes. Was able to run it back for the touchdown. And that actually made the score 14-0 at that time. And then the Flyers were able to drive down the field, hit this 1-yard screen pass to Denard Robinson, which made it 21-0. But then Peters had a great play on ball there and ran it back for the pick 6. That's what made it 21-10. And then this play here, as you can see, a nice juke there by McKinnon, gets caught up on his lineman, but then breaks away from him and just like a speed burst, jumps out, runs down the sideline for the touchdown. And that makes the score 28-10. And then, like I said, the Chiefs drove down one more time there with a minute left and were able to score another field goal there to make it 28-13. Like I said, I don't think they're really going to give up on this game. We'll have to see whether or not they're able to do anything with this first drive here in the second half. Kickoff there is going to bring it to a touchback starting of the 25 there for the Chiefs. And they're going to come out here in this 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver set, which they've ran a lot today. Seems like they just kind of want to keep running the ball. They haven't wanted to. They haven't seemed. It's been working. But there is another flag, and that's been kind of the story of this game. Really, that's actually an encroachment on the Flyers. Yeah, he can't believe it. He's like, "What? What do you mean I was over the ball?" All right. So we'll see here if the Chiefs continue to kind of run the ball. It's been working fairly well for him, actually. Anytime I try to pass it, Mahomes looks a little skittish. And that is going to be picked off by Morris. That is his second interception on the day. Nice spin move there to get past the lineman. But he ultimately gets stopped. But that is his second interception on the day there by Morris. First one was for a pick six. Second one there, nice run back as well. That's not a good start here for the Chiefs in the second half. Let's go ahead and run a little play action pass play here and just see if we can score a touchdown right off the bat, right off of that interception. That'd be kind of a fun way to start the game, but we'll see if that happens. A fun way to start the half, I should say. He throws it up, and that is, ooh, almost caught. That was a great looking play. That defensive back, I don't even think I was holding on the offense anyway, so it wouldn't have really mattered whether or not he caught it or not. Just for curiosity's sake, just because, like I said, one of the things I've noticed a lot with these sliders is just the animations are really good. And this kind of shows a little bit of that. You know, he's got a one-on-one coverage there. The defensive back barely looks back here and then just kind of throws up his hands. And he had a chance there to catch it, but then the defensive back, as you could see, kind of just crashes his arms in and causes him to drop it. That's just a great looking animation. Good play there by Nelson. Although even if he would have caught it there, that play wouldn't have stood just because of the holding penalty on the Flyers. Still fun to see stuff like that, though. Gets me excited about this game. All right, Williams here in the pistol set. We're going to keep passing the ball because that's the only thing that seems to be working. Lobs it up. Diving attempt there is passes incomplete. Just out of reach there of, I think, Coates. Nice. At least he attempted to catch it there. That's going to bring up 2nd and 20. It's kind of open. It was kind of open there. I need to keep McKinnon in here to block because that works out well to prevent. Peters again. I should not throw it to the right side of the field. Luckily, he ran out of bounds there. That's his second interception of the game. Not a good throw. I really think I need to just not throw the ball to the right side of the field. So ultimately, moving on for the rest of this game here, if the Flyers are going to win this game, it looks like they need to not throw the ball to the right side of the field and probably not run it. So as you saw there, we had only gained 19 yards in the entire first half. So I think that we need to turn into a throwing the ball team, but it just needs to be down the middle or to the left side of the field. That's the only thing that's working. Spencer Ware here on the run. Gets tripped up and brought down. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 8. Go with this cover 2 man. That seems to be working fairly well. Anytime we run this, Mahomes just starts running around and doesn't know what to do. This time he's actually just going to hand it off to Spencer Ware. Nice stop there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6. And let's come after him. See if we can get him to throw another interception or take a sack. I'm going to take control here of C.J. Hellman just because he likes to run it out here to the right side. That is actually caught by Tyreek Hill there, but tackled immediately, but that is going to be enough for a first down. 8 of 16 for 131 yards from Mahomes and a couple of interceptions. So he's not necessarily having the best of games. But then neither again is Williams on the other side. Although I'm trying to remember that obviously he's a rookie. But at this point I don't know that he's done that much better than Geno Smith. But he needs, but I need to be smarter and not throw it to Peterson's side of the field. Play action pass here. Mahomes, should have been intercepted. That should have been his third interception. He threw it right to the defense there. Interesting looking play. Let's get out of that and come to 3-4 defense here. Kind of decided I want to run the 3-4 defense with also the thought process that I want to have my linebackers be good coverage linebackers. Ooh, nice play here by Kelsey. He's going to get the ball down to about the 3 or 4 yard line, and that's going to be first and goal for the Chiefs. Like I said, the Chiefs are not going to give up on this game. Let's come here with the goal line, because it seems like that's what they're doing. And let's see if the Flyers can hold the Chiefs here from scoring a touchdown. Because if they score the touchdown, ooh, nice block there by Spencer Ware. Mahomes is running around, kind of skittish again, and ultimately gets taken down for the sacks. That's Nix with his first sack of the game. That is the 4th sack that you saw there for the Flyers. Feel like the Chiefs, if I remember in the last game I played against them, when they got it down here into the red zone, they would always kind of hurt themselves, specifically with penalties. Ooh, Mahomes is running scared there, and he gets sacked again. Another sack by Ray Armstrong. That is his 2nd sack. He's got, I think, 4 sacks on the year. He's technically my backup to C.J. Barrett, but I kind of wonder whether or not he's actually playing better than C.J. Barrett. Might be something I need to look at. C.J. Barrett's been hurt anyway, so maybe Ray Armstrong just needs to take over that outside linebacker position and just stay there even when C.J. Barrett comes back. Mahomes is looking to pass. Hits Moncrief, and he goes down immediately. That possession catch, so that's going to bring up 4th and goal. And they will go ahead and attempt the field goal to try to make this score 28-16. Oh, they're going to fake it. Ooh, hit him. And that Brooks there, who I was controlling, I saw the fake there, kind of just tried to roll it to the outside there. Was able at the last second to pull down the holder, prevent that fake from scoring a touchdown. That's going to be 28-13. That's fun to see. Fun to see the CPU try to take advantage and run a play like that. Well, that gives the ball back to the Flyers. Like I said, we just need to not throw the ball to the right side and probably not run it, although that's what I'm going to do right now. Mostly because we're sitting at the 2 yard line. Ooh, nice run there actually by McKinnon. Able to sneak under that first tackle. Have a nice gain. I need to get back to the no huddle, just because that's what I said I'd do. We're on the inside zone split here. We're going to try to run the ball here a little bit, see if we can get any yardage here. Mostly I just want to try to get this first down. Cut back, right up the middle. Nice play by McKinnon. Nice run. 2 nice runs in a row. We're going to come back here with a halfback draw. And another nice run here by McKinnon. There's 3 nice runs in a row. Come back here. Run this strong power, but I don't really know I want to run it to that side. There's too many defenders. Let's run it to the left side. We'll switch it up. Hand it to McKinnon again. Woo, he's got an opening. But no, he goes down. But that is 4 nice runs in a row. Probably going to need to get him out of the game. And or stop giving him the ball, or else we might risk a fumble here. Let's run this same screen pass here. This time it's actually going to go to Boyle. I don't know that I love that idea, but let's run it anyway. Just actually should have tried to get out of bounds there. That would have kind of stopped the no huddle action. Just a little bit concerned about continuing to give the ball to McKinnon, just because he might be getting tired. Just don't want to risk a fumble at this point. We're going to give it to him again. Hold on to the ball, and that is a first down. We are moving this drive. All right, let's keep McKinnon in here to block. Oop, got it behind Patterson there, but he caught it. Nice play there. Darrell Williams. Not the greatest of throws, but it was a complete pass anyway. Let's see. Peters is dropping back there, thinking about the screen to the right. I don't know if this is a good idea. But Patterson catches it, and for some reason decides to fall to the ground doing that possession catch stuff. That's a little bit annoying, because he actually had some room to run. Looks like I don't have a whole ton of options here for plays. We're just going to actually hand it off to McKinnon here. I don't really know that that's what I wanted to do, but there is a flag on the play. Probably going to be holding, because that's all we've had this game. Ooh, we're going to try a 61-yard field goal. I don't know that I want to do that. Let's call a timeout. Let's switch that up. I don't like that coach suggestion, because I don't think there's any way in the world I'm going to make that. So let's come down here to special teams. Let's go punt. Let's punt it. I don't know that it needed to be punt tight, but that's what I picked. Kind of try to keep it short and sweet here. Trying to pin him back once again. We've had some good luck with that, but that one is not going to be lucky this time. That one's going to go out of bounds in the end zone. And that is going to bring up, that will be a touchback. Chiefs will start this drive at the 20-yard line. Let's just try to keep the Chiefs from doing anything. More than anything, I just don't want to give up any big plays. Big plays is what's going to hurt us here. Big, quick plays that is, well, as I say it, thought Spencer Ware was going to get a lot more yards than that. He's not having a bad game. 18 rushes for 70 yards. They keep giving him the ball, even though they're down 28-13 here. With the 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter, you think at this point they'd want to do something a little bit more than that, but they just haven't. Yardage is somewhat even for both teams. Another run here by Spencer Ware. This time it gets stopped for no gain. Maybe a gain of 1. I guess that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They're going to come out here in a 3-wide set. My favorite in this kind of position is a double A-gap blitz. Or the mid blitz really is what it's called. Because I always kind of assume it's going to be some sort of delay to the running back. And it is, but Spencer Ware is going to get the first. Ooh, I don't know. It might be close. 4th and inches, actually. He didn't quite enough. and the Chiefs will have to punt. A good job there by the Flyers stopping him. Spencer Ware had a couple nice runs on that drive, but ultimately the Flyers defense steps up and stops him. Oh man, got one of these cheesy punts. Ooh, I forgot to fair catch that. J.J. Nelson got creamed there by a host of Chiefs players. Darrell Williams coming back out on the field here. 14 of 21, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. 180 yards in the third quarter. That seems like a lot, but that's what we've had to do in this game. The Chiefs defense, at least rushing the rushing defense has been outstanding. Although the last drive, McKinnon was able to get going a little bit. Oh, this play is not working today. Houston again there covers up that tight end perfectly on that tight end screen pass I was trying to run there. And then comes in and makes a tackle when I try to take off. Last time I tried to run that play, he did the same exact thing, but then actually came in and sacked Williams because I was trying to complete something. I don't want to throw it to the right side. Don't throw it to the right side. Woo! Nice play there by Peterson. Somehow Williams broke out of that sack there, was able to hit Peterson, had a nice spin move, gained a little bit extra yards there. Nice play overall by the Flyers. Williams broke out of that sack, hit Patterson, was able to get off that nice spin move. Some of the moves I feel like have been working a little bit better than they normally do in this game. Sometimes I just don't feel like. Here comes Jones. Somehow he slips out of that sack. Wow. Nice looking slip out there. I think we need to come back to some running of the ball, assuming that we can. Ooh, follow that defender. That looked a little bit funny. Following the defender there. Coming back here real quick. Going to run the trap play. See if that works. Ooh, McKinnon's able to break free there into the middle. But that's going to bring up a 3rd and 3. Question is, what play should we run? We're going to run this post play. Specifically, I'm looking for McKinnon, I think, coming over the middle. Right there. Nice play. Nice play, get the first down. Let's go 64 X slice U cross, just because that sounds cool. And I think I want to maybe roll out even here and maybe try to hit Smith. We'll see how this one ultimately ends up looking as it starts to pan out. Rolling out. No, but we do hit Richardson for the touchdown. Nice play. Richardson was coming back behind him across the field. Nice play there by Williams, rolling out to the side, finding Richardson for the touchdown. That's going to make the score 34-13. Not necessarily the smartest play, throwing back across your body towards the middle of the field, but Richardson looked wide open there. Nice play. Touchdown Flyers. This is our first game, I feel like, where we're really able to get the ball moving. Things are kind of seem like, you know, the offensive, you know, kind of what I want to do with the offense is just working. It's flowing, and it feels kind of fun. Score now 35-13. 4 seconds left here in the third quarter. Kind of just want to kick it short, make them have to run it, so then that way, oh, but it doesn't matter. That's going to go all the way into the end zone. Thanks again for watching, everybody. This has been a fun game, considering the Flyers are winning fairly handily here. Trying It's really the first game that has kind of played out like this. Most of the games have been close. Ooh, Spencer Ware there is breaking free there, but it's going to be another holding penalty against the Chiefs. We've had a ton of holding calls in this game between the Chiefs and the Flyers both. Just a lot of calls. I feel like that was the same thing happening the previous time we played the Chiefs. Excuse me. We're going to run this buck slant 3. It's kind of one of my favorite defenses to run there, especially on longer down and distances. We're running a cover 2 sink here. I don't feel like the cover 2 has actually been working very well today. We're going to slant to the inside here because I think, nope. Oh, they're going to hit Ware out of the backfield. He's having a good game overall. I mean, they've hit him out of the backfield a couple of times. He's been running the ball a lot. He's definitely been the focus of their offense. You know, I kind of took away Shekandrick West from these guys as part of my expansion. You know, he was one that was technically eligible to be taken from a team, so he's one player that I took from the team, but then I actually signed, and I thought he was going to be my starter. But then, ooh, nice play there. That's kind of what I was showing you there. I was talking about the 3-4 defense. I want my linebackers to be able to cover. The linebacker was covering well there. Great play. But I took, you know, Shekandrick West from the Chiefs. Again, he was eligible to be taken. There are some rules. If you kind of follow this expansion draft that I kind of done, follow tubaSimulator stuff on Operation Sports, there are only specific players that you can take for specific, you know, based on how, you know, how much time they've got left in their contract, based on how old they are, you know, kind of all these different things. And then you can kind of pick out which players are eligible from each team for you to potentially take, and then, you know, you kind of, it kind of follows some old expansion rules from when, you know, some expansion teams came to the NFL previously. And so, sorry, just switching things up here. So like I said, you know, I kind of took Shekandrick West from the Chiefs. Ooh, wow. Tyreek Hill's wide open and no one's going to catch him. That's going to be touchdown Chiefs. Nice play. Again, they're definitely not giving up on this game. I don't know what in the world defense I've called there, but Tyreek Hill was wide open and he's so fast nobody was going to catch him. Nice play. It looks like they're going to go for 2 here. Try to make this a 14-point game. With 7 minutes and 46 seconds left in the game. 2 tight end set. And they're going to run it to Kareem Hunt, and he's going to get stopped short. So that's going to keep the score 35-19. So if you guys have any questions about, you know, the expansion process, you can always check out tubaSimulator's stuff on Operation Sports. Links kind of down in the description area. The other, you know, if you can always ask me. You know, it's a bit of a process for sure, but it was still fun. It was just kind of the way that I wanted to handle things and do it, rather than just doing a generic relocation. I kind of thought, well, you know, I want the idea of a relocation, and that I wanted to take a team and obviously relocate it, but I don't want it to be the same team that I'm relocating. So that was kind of my impetus, and that was kind of the reason why I decided to do it that way. And I found tubaSimulator stuff on Operation Sports, and I thought, well, this could be interesting, so I went ahead and did it. And it's been fun. Ooh, nice play there by Wright. He's back in the game, actually, after getting hurt earlier. Williams continues to have a fairly good game throwing the ball. It's been about the only thing that's been working, although the run game has worked a little bit better here in the second half. Play action pass here. Throwing again over the middle. Diving catch by Chris Thompson. Great pass. Great catch into a window there. That was fun. We're just going to keep rolling with this here, guys. This is, I'm having too much fun throwing the ball. Williams is doing well. Going right over the middle again and just overthrows Chris Thompson in a very similar route to the one previously, but Chris Thompson didn't dive for that one. Let's think about running the ball here again, just because. I changed my mind. I see this fullback cross screen to. I want to throw this one to Dragocevic, just because I wanted to say his name. So we're going to run this one out here to Dragocevic, but it looks like it's going to be covered up fairly quickly. Chiefs there read it perfectly. Nice play by them. Let's run this cross weak flood on 3rd and 11. See if we can get this first down. Try to hit Boyle coming across. I do want to keep Dragocevic in here to pass protect, because this could be a long developing play here. Right over the middle to Robinson. Nice spin move by Denard Robinson. He breaks a tackle and almost gets into the end zone. That's going to take Williams over the 300-yard mark on this game. What a monster game here for Williams as a rookie coming into this game as the full-time starter. We're going to attempt to run this triple option play. We're going to hand it off to Dragocevic. He breaks a tackle and gets in the end zone. Dragocevic for the touchdown. I love that name. That's going to make the score 41-19 Flyers. And they just continue to pour it on here. Dragocevic breaks a tackle there on that triple option. He's able to get into the end zone to make the score 41-19, pending the extra point here to make it 42. Nice drive there by the Flyers, not in any way trying to slow the game down, just trying to keep things going, keep things moving, keep throwing the ball, because that's been the only thing that seems to have been working in this game. Except for, of course, if you throw it to the right side and then Peters intercepts it. But anything over the middle, which obviously you saw on that drive, or anything to the left side has been open. And that's what we've been taking advantage of. Nice. It's a nice drive there by the Flyers, just to put a cap on this game, really. At this point, we actually do, if we get the ball back, just need to probably just try to run out this clock and let this game be over. So maybe we need to come out of the no huddle offense. Somebody help me remember to do that when we come back on offense, because I'm probably going to forget. Mahomes back here to pass. He's looking, finds Kelsey, who's was pretty quiet initially, but then he's kind of come alive. Mahomes has not had a terrible game except for those 2 interceptions. Williams has also had 2 interceptions, so had their fair share of interceptions for sure. Yardage-wise has been pretty good. Cover 1 linebacker blitz here. Sure, why not? See if we can get Mahomes being a little bit Tyreek Hill, nice play by him. Oh, he's breaking tackles left and right. Nice play by Mahomes. Looks like he's probably going to end up reaching over 300 yards unless the Flyers are able to get another interception here. Let's come with this zone blitz here and see if we can get some pressure. Kind of scare Mahomes, which has been a little bit of a scaredy cat, it seems like, in this game. Oh, quick out pass out here to Ware. Brought down quickly. That's going to bring up 2nd and 6, just a 4-yard gain there. To run this cover 4, although I don't know that that's worked very well, but we'll see. Ooh, a false start there by the Chiefs. That's going to take them back 5 yards. All right. Let's do this cover 2 show 4. We just ran a cover 4, so we'll switch it up on here and show them like it's looking like a cover 4. Oh, but they have another false start. Looks like we're getting this false start glitch action for sure. We'll see if it happens again, then I might have to call a timeout. Let's run the same play I was originally going to play, which was this cover 2 show 4. Hopefully we don't get another false start here. Oh, nope, we make it out of there with no false start. Quick pass out here to Ware. Check down pass. 290 now for Mahomes. Let's run that same play. Cover 2, show 4. 4 minutes and, or really 5 minutes and counting left in the game for 4 minutes and 36 seconds. Another check down pass there to Kelsey. Nice play. Gets both feet in bounds. That's going to bring up 4th and 7 though. So as much as it was a nice play, let's now 4th down. Chiefs are going to go for it. See if they get it here. Throw it over the middle, and that is incomplete. Intended for Tyreek Hill. That's going to be a turnover. Flyers are going to get the ball back. Let's slow this game down. Chew the clock. I just kind of want to run just do like a two tight end action here. Just try to be smart, run the ball, try to run out this clock. Shakandrick West is now in the game, it looks like. He hasn't had the greatest of gains, 4 rushes for only a yard. Let's flip it here and go to this trap play. Time fast, he shoots down there. And West, not able to break free, falls backwards instead of forwards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Part of me says that I should try to pass it because that's been working today. And try to see if I can get this first down. Let's run this 46 Y cross, because if I can get another first down, that would be huge for draining this clock down here. Not throwing it to the right side. Not doing it. Oh, flag. Not paying attention. Yeah, I know. Delay the game. Still going to run a play here. Still going to run a pass play, try to get this first down. We're going to run this double ends play. I do want to keep Thompson into pass block. I'm going to try to really hit right, but I don't want to throw it to the right side. Instead, we're going to hit Nelson over the middle, and that is going to be a first down. Nice play. Passing continues to work, and Williams is having a really good game, except for his couple of interceptions, but he has had 3 touchdowns. Not a bad first start for the rookie. Now we just want to run this clock again. Let this time tick down. After this play, it should come down to the 2-minute warning. Quickly tackled there by the Chiefs. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 11. It will bring up the 2-minute warning. One more first down, and depending on what the Chiefs decide to do, which I don't think they'd call timeouts, hopefully I can just kneel on it and end this game here. Let's go halfback off tackle, I think, on the next play. 2nd and 11. Like I said, let's run this halfback off tackle. I don't know if this is very smart running to the right side because Houston's over there. He's done a good job of stopping me previously. Everyone was crashing to that side. That's going to bring up 3rd and 8. Again, we're going to let this clock tick down. Should probably try to again get a first down. Let's run this. I don't know. Let's run the double ends again, but let's run it on the other side of the field here. And let's keep Thompson in to block again. Hike the ball here before I run out of time. Ooh, I threw it to the right side, but everybody was turned around, including Peters. That was just a lucky play. That was a lucky play. It's what it kind of looked like last time when I threw it over there. Peters was able to turn around and get the pick 6 the last time. That time he looked a little bit like he stopped in his tracks. But the one that he got that pick 6 on, he just closed on that ball quickly. Looked very similar to that play, but somehow, some way, that one didn't turn out that way. All right, let's kneel this thing and end this game. What a huge win for the Flyers. Everything seems to have gone their way in this game. Oop, we're going to run out of time. Not paying attention. I don't want to go backwards. So everything kind of seemed to go their way this game, you know, except for the couple of interceptions thrown by Williams that really were just great plays by Peterson. You know, I don't know that either of the passes were technically bad decisions, except for throwing them in his direction. But he just made great plays on the ball. So, but besides that, you know, the Flyers, you know, basically dominated this game from start to finish. I mean, opening kickoff touchdown, pick 6, not, you know, shortly thereafter, you know, to open up the game in the first minute, basically at 14-0, and never really looked back. Finally, really got the offense going. You know, after, you know, the game that we kind of finished up, Broncos game. You know, that Broncos game was low scoring and nobody could get anything going offensively. It seemed like finally the Flyers got going offensively, and I think this is the first time all season, really. You know, so right now I'm feeling like a genius, switching it up and putting the rookie quarterback in there to play. You know, he had a good game, being his first game. He did throw those 2 interceptions, but also had 3 touchdowns and threw for over 300 yards. So to me, that's a win. Had more touchdowns than interceptions, and threw for over 300 yards. So that's exciting. You know, the Flyers did get the rushing game going a little bit in the second half, excuse me. So that was good also. Taking a quick look at the stats here, I just kind of want to take a look at the quarterbacks. You know, so Darrell Williams there, 74% completion percentage, 340 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Mahomes, you know, he didn't have well, I mean, terrible in the sense that he threw the interceptions, you know, but it wasn't a terrible day. 62% completion percentage, besides those 2 interceptions, but Darrell Williams also had those, but he kind of made up for it, I guess, with the 3 touchdowns. Rushing the ball, Spencer Ware, you know, they just kept feeding him the ball. 21 carries for 80 yards. McKinnon, we got him involved a little bit, 14 carries for 64 yards. And that's kind of it for the top players there. 6 receptions for 78 yards for Dante Moncrief for Kansas City, and Kelsey. Those were actually the top 2 guys. And Spencer Ware, those were the top 3 guys, were actually for the Chiefs. Taking a quick look at the Flyers, I just kind of want to see their stuff separately. You know, 4 receptions, just spread the ball around really well. Touchdown to McKinnon and Denard Robinson. You know, 4 catches for Wright, 4 for Patterson, 4 for McKinnon, and then kind of 2 down the list there. That third touch there, this one to Richardson was a nice play. Paul Richardson had a couple chances at some catches today, just kind of barely overthrown by Williams. Defensively, Darius Webb had the most tackles. I want to take a look at sacks. So really a total of 5 sacks, 2 for Ray Armstrong. Those are mostly because, Mahomes would roll out to the right. Ray Armstrong would break off that tackle, the right tackle there, and get to him for the sacks. But he's having a good season. I'd like to take a look at his stats on the season. I feel like he's got at least 4 sacks, but they all come on plays like that. Technically, he's the second string left outside linebacker behind C.J. Barrett, but I'm questioning whether or not I just need to make Ray Armstrong the starter. C.J. Barrett's been hurt, and so why not? And that's kind of the game here. That's the stats. Let's go ahead and finish this out. I appreciate everybody watching that has watched. I've enjoyed this stream tonight, although I do wish that have a little bit more interaction with the viewers. So if you've got any questions, please comment or talk to me in the chat. If you like what you're watching, please follow, obviously. Do all the things you're supposed to do. You're supposed to follow. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you're hitting all the right subscribe buttons and bells so you don't miss any action. I enjoyed it tonight. I had a lot of fun, especially because the Flyers played well and basically walked away with this game, which that has not been the case. Not been the case yet. I'm hoping that that's not because of a slider issue. That's one of the things that we talked about in this episode a lot, is whether or not the sliders are becoming an issue or a problem. I hope not. We just have to keep an eye on it. If anybody's got any thoughts or any slider options that work well for them, let me know. I'm all for listening. I'm all for trying stuff. I really kind of feel like I kind of mentioned earlier in the stream, I'm kind of between that all Madden and all pro. Like if there was something in between that, I feel like that's where I would live. But I continue to struggle. All Madden just seems like it's too hard for me, even with a bunch of slider adjustments and everything else. It's just too hard. But all pro, I feel like it is too easy. So I'm not really quite sure. I've been trying these Schnott 1 sliders, which are actually at the pro level, but his setup is crazy. You're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. All Madden in the main menu, and different whether or not you're doing arcade, and your settings are all over the place, and so who knows really what level you're playing at. Maybe I need to try some people in that forum specifically for Schnott 1 have made an all pro alternative based off those same ideas, so maybe that's the direction that I need to go or try. Maybe pro's a little bit too easy. That would be my only big concern at this point is this Flyers team is 4-3 and they're an expansion team. Not that it's very fun to watch and or play a bunch of games that you're losing all the time, but I also want it to be pseudo-realistic. And at this point, I felt like it's been pseudo-realistic until this game. It was nice it was fun to play because the Flyers offense finally got going, and that was enjoyable to see and enjoyable to play. But at the same time, I continue to talk myself around in circles, if you can't tell, about sliders. So let's just go ahead and let that lie for tonight. Let's go ahead and advance the week to the Bengals week. Looks like we did have a new injury there. We'll have to check that out at some point and see who it is that is injured. I think that's actually somebody had some broken ribs earlier in the game. Let's take a quick look at that here, just see if that affects anything that I need to deal with. I've been kind of letting it go. That was actually Mark Barron, so I don't really think that's anything I probably need to mess with. I've got some good backups, and obviously C.J. Hillman is my other middle linebacker, so I'm not overly worried about that. Again, I appreciate you watching, appreciate your support. If you have any questions, comments, whatever the case may be, hit me up in any way. I appreciate it. So Thanks again for watching. Follow, like, subscribe, do all those things, and we will see you next time.